Hey everybody, Matumbo here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are playing some more Historic here on Magic Arena. And today we decided to finally craft 4 mythics from Jumpstart. Again, we're still highlighting some cards from Jumpstart, as we have Amonkhet dropping later this week. So we wanted to kind of wrap up with the cards that we wanted to feature. But real quick, before we hop into today's deck, I want to do a quick reminder. If you guys enjoy the videos and the channel, please hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. It really immensely helps out the channel. Also, hit that like button, the bell icon. Check out all of the cool links below, and also join the Discord. It's a lot of fun, and everybody is great and interactive, and we would love to have you. So, well, let's hop right into today's deck, and we are calling our deck today Bruvac's Secret. So, this deck that we are highlighting, or this card that we're highlighting from Jumpstart, Bruvac the Grandiloquent. So, this card, man, I'm excited to be playing this card. If an opponent would mill 1 or more cards, they mill twice that many cards instead. So, if you're not familiar with the mill mechanic, if you're a new player, milling means that you're taking X amount of cards and from the top of their library and putting them in the graveyard. So one of the ways to win is when, or one of the ways you lose in Magic, if you're not familiar with this, is if you go to draw a card from your library and you have no cards in your library and you just cannot actually draw a card, you lose. Now there are ways around that. There are ways to reshuffle. There are ways to, make it so that you don't lose the game. There's ways to replace draw effects. There's ways around it. There's not a lot of ways around it. So typically, most of the time, if you run your opponent out of cards, you're going to win the game because they can't draw on their turn. So, and it is worth noting that if you mill them, you don't win. They actually have to draw. So we're milling them on our turn. They're going to go to draw on their turn. They're going to lose. So every time we mill, we're going to mill for double. And I mean, our deck is going to be doing a lot of milling. So we have Drown Secrets, 2-mana enchantment. Whenever you cast a blue spell, target player mills 2 cards. So now with Bruvac in play, they're milling 4 cards. We have Merfolk Secretkeeper. Target player mills 4 cards. So for 1 mana, they're milling 8. We have Wall of Lost Thoughts. When it comes into play, it's a 2/4 wall. When it comes into play, they mill 4 cards. We have Teferi's Tutelage. When it comes into play, we get to draw a card and discard a card, but then anytime we draw a card, opponent mills 2 cards. And then we have Ashiok, the -1 on Ashiok, target player mills 4 cards, and then we get to exile their graveyard. And then we're playing 1 Sphinx Mindbreaker, so when this enters the battlefield, each opponent mills 10 cards. So for 7 mana, we could potentially mill 20 cards. So I didn't really want to focus too heavy on this Sphinx because it does cost 7 mana, and I feel like if we get to 7 mana, we're probably losing. So we really want to mill them out pretty quickly and control the game. So what else are we playing in our deck? We're playing another cool Jumpstart card, Whelming Wave. This is a 4-mana sorcery. Return all creatures to their owner's hands, except for Krakens, Leviathans, Octopuses, and Serpents. So really the only relevant card that we probably would not be returning to our opponent's hand if we run into it is going to be Stonecoil Serpent. But pretty much every other card, I doubt we're going to be seeing any Krakens, Leviathans, or Octopuses. We're probably going to be seeing cats, goblins, zombies. Those are going to be your common creature types that you're going to be running into in really any format on Arena. Standard, Historic, Hopper. So all right, so then also we are just playing again other cards to help get to these cards. So we have a couple of Teferis. He's good. We get to draw a card and discard a card, so that's going to be really good with Teferi's Tutelage. We can do this on our turn and our opponent's turn because Teferi's ability lets us activate his ability on our opponent's turn as well. And then we have 3 Unsummons to help stay alive, and we have 4 copies of Opt. Opt's really good in this deck. Unsummon's really good in this deck. Again, every spell in our deck is feeding Drown Secrets in some form or fashion, because anytime we cast a blue spell, we're going to be able to mill them 2 cards or 4 cards, or if we have multiples in this, it's just going to get exponentially crazier and out of hand. and hopefully they're just going to run out of cards really quickly. So rounding this out, we do have 24 land, we have 18 islands, 2 castle vantresses, and 4 fabled passages. So yeah, so let's just go ahead and hop into the gameplay. Again, I do want to let you guys know this deck is probably just going to get thrashed by goblins. So if we run into a million goblin decks in a row, we could potentially go 0-7. You know, don't want to do that, but it is realistic. I've been playing a lot all morning, and we've been playing a lot of goblins, so right now might be not the best time to do this, but we are going to give it a shot. So watch all the games, stay tuned for the wrap up. We'll talk about how we did, and all right, let's hop right into the gameplay. See you guys soon. All right, well, it's gonna be one of our last decks that we're gonna highlight in Historic before Amonkhet releases. Not the last, but one of the. I think Amonkhet drops on the 13th, which is Thursday. I think this is an acceptable keep. Would love to hit our legendary guy, not our Sphinx. Definitely not our Sphinx. Let's go ahead and take one card here. Whelming Wave, not the best card. Alright, well, let's see what they're up to. Probably on Chromatic Black. Or Mono Black. They could be on the Underworld Dreams plan. Let's see, this will give us a little... No, it really didn't give us anything. Alright, let's see a few more cards. About 8 more cards here. Still haven't really caught light of anything. Okay, so you're just on, yeah, looks like Chromatic Black. Golos. I'm really not too concerned with Golos, to be honest with you. Give me one sec here. Jinx, please stop. She wants in that bedroom. I don't think we do anything here. So we take 2. This figure, huh? This is before damage. You know what? Bounce our own guy since we have an extra. Well, this is actually working out pretty well here. We'd love a land. Not a land, and I don't really think playing that is going to get us anywhere without a land. Let's take a look at the graveyard. So Ashiok dies immediately. Do this. Yeah, let's just take a few more cards here. Okay. Again. Pretty fine with this. Right? Yeah, slowly but surely. Things are happening. And we should be good. Should be set up to win next turn. We don't care about Golos at this point, since they only have 13 cards left. Yep. 5 mana. Mastermind's acquisition. Yep. Wonder what they're getting here. More mana. I mean, we're gonna do the same. We're gonna do the exact same thing. Try the Carnarium. I really wonder if that's what they went and got. Yep. That was a good and easy win there. All right, sweet way to start. Well, we won without our legendary creature. We milled him out pretty quickly. So let's hydrate. Is this a keeper? I think this is a keeper. Okay, they mulliganed once. I think we start off with the Fabled Passage. I really just want to play this first. Are they mulligan twice? Really hope they're not on goblins. This is a really slow draw for a goblin deck. Rather than be on some kind of control, like a big red. But of course not. Of course not. I mean, if we can get to... And they probably have the +1/+1 Lord. Gem Palm Incinerator, okay. Okay, well, we're going to... We're gonna mill some cards and make some blockers. Oh. This is not just goblins. I mean, it's goblins, but it's not just mono red goblins. Do it now. We really have to make sure we hit this 4th land. So they can play a 1-drop into a cycle. Yeah, that sucks. That's unfortunate. This is gonna start to add up pretty quickly. I don't know what you're counting for. You're gonna target one of your own goblins? That would be awesome. Yep. The problem is... What? Why did they... That's unfortunate. Really need a land. Yeah, we did it. Yeah, I don't understand that sacrifice. I hope they don't have another one. we greedy here? How many cards do we have left? 32. Yeah, I think we have to do this. So I think we block like this, and we... I mean, we're getting a lot of decent cards of theirs in their graveyard. Colossification. Well, we say decent cards, but actually, I just realized if they Storm Herald us, we lose. Yep. So 3, 4, 5. I get to play both of those. This is a tough call. This is a tough call. So we could take 2, maybe 6 damage here if they had like a +4/+4. 2. Alright, well. This looks a little grim for us. Not gonna lie. Ooh, unsummon was actually really... Can we risk this here? So we can unsummon that 11. This is going to be close. It taps it though, right? Okay. I think we're good. We have 8 cards left. Yeah. Okay, this works out. They mill. They mill some more. Mill some more. We draw. We will discard Teferi. Play land. Say go. Boom. Okay. Wow. We were on the brink there. We got it. We got it. All right. Well. This is working out. I mean, 2-0. Frozen Phantom. This deck though can't be competitive. I mean, as soon as we hit a goblin deck, you guys are gonna see just how quickly this deck gets blown out. Oh, could be now. Could be now. Oh, hello. Mountain into mountain. Into Dreadhorde Arcanist. Okay. You know what? We're gonna feed your graveyard for this stupid Arcanist. You're gonna get all the cards. Oh wait, you're a mono red though. That's still bad. This is a lot of 7. Yep. Ooch. Oochie, oochie, oochie. Yeah, we really can't afford to drop Ashiok here. Yep. We kind of just have to go along with it. So let's opt first. We'll keep an opt. Whelming Wave is actually pretty good here. That's one we're going to keep. They're going to play the Burning Prophet back down. We're going to Whelming Wave. Yeah, this actually sets us up pretty decently. Alright, so let's... I mean, I feel like we're still super, super far behind here. They get to just recast both of these. That's fine. Okay, that's good. We want to see them go bottom with cards. They only have 9 cards in there. You got a pump. That sucks. So okay, Merfolk Secretkeeper was actually kind of a decent draw. We're gonna mill 4, mill 2. They're probably thinking, okay, well, we have this game anyway. But we get to get rid of their graveyard, which is very key. Okay, they're down to 28 cards. We really hope that they drew a land there. And with them going to combat, it looks like they might have. Okay, so we're down to 5. That was a great draw. So maybe we should have not played the land. Kiln Fiend? Double Kiln Fiend, actually. I mean, I think it's better to play the Merfolk Secretkeeper, right? Gotta remember to Ashiok. Definitely no attacks. Wow. Holy smokes. I did not expect to win that game at all. Whew, okay. That's really surprising. They must have gone land. But wow, this deck is super aggressive. And okay, it's not goblins though. Goblins again, completely different story. Yeah, wow. Okay. I'm very surprised by that game. Very surprised that we stabilized like that. They kept quickly. This is probably goblins. No? Okay. I'm just gonna assume every deck that we go against before we see their card is goblin. Okay. This might be a difficult matchup because we are going to be feeding their graveyard, and it looks like they are wanting to feed their graveyard pretty heavily. Yeah, so we're definitely going to be needing. All right, perfect. Yeah, as we feed their graveyard, all of their creatures get infinitely larger. Okay, well, I think we have to do this now. We really would love to draw an unsummon. They probably Fiend Artisan into Mire Triton. I mean, that's what we would do. Okay, Archfiend Vessel. Okay, so they're just double. Yeah, this is come on, unsummon. 5. God, that would be so close. Can't do it though. Okay. Holy smokes. So Fiend Artisan, Dino. Oh no. It's kind of gross, actually. Kind of gross. How big will Fiend Artisan be? That thing is a 2020. I don't think I've ever seen a Fiend Artisan that big before. Yep, Ravenous Chupacabra for the Bruvac. We block, we're at 1. This top card has to be amazing. It has to be amazing. Alright, well, it's starting. Okay. Oh, are we doing it? We just opted into opt? Yes! Wow! Oh my god. That game. Oh man. Oh my gosh. That game should not happen. Look, he had two 23-23 Fiend Artisans in play. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Can't believe that game. Oh, that's one of those games where you're just so happy to actually catch, get a recording of. And then on top of that, your deck is essentially doing what your opponent wants you to be doing against them. Not really interacting that much. And just feeding their graveyard, which is just beefing up their creatures. Katori. Okay. Katori. What are we doing against you? Probably losing to goblins. Again, I'm going to say that. We're going to keep this. Oh. It's red. This might be burn, actually. I think it is burn. Yep. Goblins does not play shock. Yeah, we're definitely gonna lose this deck. Just click, 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 click. This actually might give us a good target. This will feed some of their burn away from us. And if this lives, we actually hit them for so many cards. 12 to 36. So if Bruvac lives, that's 36 cards we're milling for next turn. If we draw land, that's 40 cards that we're milling for. I mean, we're not blocked. We're not dummies. You need to deal 4 damage to... I might have actually chose to go about that differently. Well, we're gonna do it. I mean, we're probably dead. So many cards. I wonder if we unsummon. Oh, we just milled 40 cards. I mean, we're at 6. I mean, they burn us. Oh my god. What? Oh my gosh, wow. They couldn't get through there. They did not have 6 points of burn in their hand. Holy crap. Why is this working so well? We should 100% not be 5-0 right now. How are we dodging all the goblins? I mean, I'm gonna keep this. I mean, we were playing earlier. We were playing our Nixathud deck, and all we were playing was goblins. I mean, we must have played like at one point seven goblin decks in a row. Huh. Well, I wonder if this gets a scoop from that. I mean, they might have another one, but if they don't have another treasure hunt, then they're just going to be drawing. Wow. Holy moly. Ooh, and that's because they hit their Thassa's Oracle. Oh my god, this deck, what is happening? What is happening? This can't be a real deck, right? Well, no, because again, it's not fast enough for goblins. I guess the only way, I guess it could beat goblins if, and I'm sorry that I'm talking about goblins so much, but if they don't draw Skirk Prospectors or Wily Goblins, if they don't, we mill their Muxuses. If we were to, I think we're going to keep Maybe if we had an Ashiok in play to prevent them from using their matrons. But then I still feel like they can just aggro us out, right? This might be a tough match. We really need to draw another untapped land. Really need another untapped land here. Pridemate. This... well, we did. That sucks. Well, we'll still hit him for 6. Well, they're playing Conclave and we got one, so that's good news. This is not good news. You know what? I think we're not going to block here. I think we block next turn. So now if they play a, not Daxos, but the actual god, if they play a Heliod, are we greedy? No, we have to block 100%. I think it's just too big. So this allows us to actually play this out, mill them for 4. Mill them for 4 more, then we get the Secretkeeper back. So I think that draw actually sealed it for us, right? Wow. Wow. How did we go 7-0 with this deck? Well, we dodged goblins. Okay, well, this should not have happened 100%, but it happened. And okay, wow, and I really okay. Well, we'll talk about it in the wrap up. All right, everybody, thanks for sticking around, and it's time for the wrap up. Wow. I mean, I don't really know what else to say about what just happened. We had been playing, like I mentioned a couple of times, we've been playing goblins all day long. We were playing our Sargon's Unsealing deck, or what we called it Nixithud, and it was just goblin deck. And I mean, we just could not beat it this morning to save our life. And we just didn't see it at all playing this deck. And we had some pretty epic games. And we spouted off a 7-0 with this deck that I honestly, when I built this, I expected to go like 3-4 or 4-3. You know, maybe even a little bit worse than that. Because this is definitely, I thought this was going to be for fun. But I mean, I think we just got paired against the right people. But I mean, wins are wins, so yeah, that was pretty amazing. Now, Bruvac is really good. If he goes unchecked and unanswered, we're just milling too many cards for them to recover. I mean, obviously this deck would lose if our opponents were playing Gaia's Blessings and stuff like that. But yeah. But all right, so I think part of it is because we never had to rely on casting Teferi or the Sphinx. So at this point, I think Teferi and Sphinx don't belong in this deck at all. I think we focus just completely on going mill. So I think the 2 Teferis become 2 more Ashioks, and I think the Sphinx becomes the 4th unsummon. And then I think you're good to go there. Now, this deck is a little expensive to build. You would have to craft 4 mythics, for the Bruvac, and 4 rares for the Whelming Waves. But that's if you have not gotten lucky with Jumpstart and, got to pull the mill deck, a couple times, or whatever deck the Whelming Waves in. So, I pulled 1 Whelming Wave, so I'm letting you guys know. I crafted just to play this deck, 4 Bruvac and 4 Whelming Waves, or 3 Whelming Waves. Well, that's not true. I did craft the Whelming Waves prior to our stream earlier last week, but I did craft them with building a mill deck with this, with this in mind. So, yeah, I'm still a little beside myself that we went 7-0 with this deck, and yeah, but we had some really great games. Really, really good. We didn't really see any super early concessions. It was really they conceded as soon as I feel like we didn't see any super early concessions. Yeah, they scooped as soon as it was, I guess, relevant to scoop. But yeah, well, let me know what you guys think of this deck down in the comments below. Have you played this deck? Do you have a version of it? What changes would you make personally? Anything maybe we forgot to not include in the deck? But yeah, leave your comments down below. Again, if you enjoy the channel, please like that, like the channel, subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the bell icon, and again, check out all of the cool links down below: Twitch link, Patreon link, and the Discord link. Again, with that being said, you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Stay safe. We will see you next time. Remember, this channel would not exist without such amazing viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much for interacting with the channel and helping grow the community. And a very big special thank you to the Patreons listed here for supporting the channel.